Hey, what's up, music world? This is August C. Jones here with another Play Ones. And so I know this is a few days late. I kind of wanted to get my thoughts together when I talked about this. And basically, I feel like this is like the right time. Mainly because what I'm hearing is that Kendrick is about to drop something tonight. So I kind of want to get my thoughts out. Even if he doesn't drop it, I just still want to get my thoughts out about Drake's response. And so I'm not gonna make this too long. I'm gonna treat this more of like a review, but I am gonna give my thoughts outside of like review. So going into it, I just want to say right off the bat, I actually liked the record. I really did. I wasn't over the moon for it. I thought that Drake was going to go a little bit more harder than he did, but he hinted that he has more, and I guess it's just more information, but I don't know how a new diss record will really go. So and we've heard snippets. We don't know, just like this record, we thought that, you know, it was AI, and so a new record has risen, kind of like a leaked record. I don't know, I guess that's the thing now, that, you know, people having leaked records. Kendrick had a leaked record as well, and so it seems like Drake is trying to get a little bit more deeper, which I don't know if that's the right thing. Like when you look at what happened with Pusha T when he mentioned his fiance, and then Pusha T came back with the whole with the whole rebuttal of Story of Adidon, but that's the route he want to go. But speaking of just this record, this is a record that I think that a lot of rappers, I can't even speak, a lot of rappers should write down and be like, this is what I need to do. This record was mainly directed at everybody, mainly directed at Kendrick, talking about his height, talking about just the 50-50 split that I guess he has with Top Dog in TDE or whatnot, or I don't know if he still has it or whatnot, but you know, talking about that's really the main focus. So we don't really know the name of the full track, if it's Push-Ups or Drop and Give Me 50, but that's basically the main focus. But he throws a lot of shots at a lot of people. He throws some at Ricky. I like what he did with Ricky. I like what he threw at I ain't gonna say not necessarily The Weeknd, just I guess you could say people around him. I like some of the shots that he threw at Future, especially Metro Boomin. Like you know, it just, he gave him just like one quick line, and that was really about it. But he, you know, just did some like good wordplay with what he was doing. And I ain't gonna say like it was the cleverest of wordplay, but he did go in. He showed his ass. Like, he went in with an objective, and I feel like he executed it. I'm not saying that like he murdered all these guys, but they gonna have to come back. Like, I don't know how Future is. I don't know if Future gonna sit there and come out with a diss record. I don't know if, you know, I don't know. I doubt if The Weeknd is gonna come out with something. I don't think that's his forte. But he did mention Cole up in there, talking about he don't care what Cole think, that shit was weak. Talking about the Kendrick verse or whatnot, and it's like Drake came in on business, and listening to DJ Academics, basically just saying that Drake wasn't scared. As people like to wanted to spin this narrative, even I had the narrative that, you know, Drake was taking time, that he was like scared. But the thing is like, when you also think about it, that Drake probably was just trying to take time to craft a good diss record. He wasn't trying to come out the gate 2 hours later like Rick Ross did, or 2 or 3, 4 hours later, and just throw some like stuff together and it's not hot. Like, he wanted time to like sit with these bars, maybe writing, rewriting, and trying to get it right, which, you know, that he needs to do that, especially if he's going at K-Dot. He can't misstep. And so just the record itself, I really did like it. Like, this is what Drake needed to put out. This is what he needed to do. Like I said, I'm not over the moon like a lot of other people were, but this is something that, yeah, like he came correct when he did this. From what I've heard, from what, I don't even know if it's AI. DJ Academics thinks that it's real, but it's a song called Hi Whitney, in which it was a reference to Kendrick's wife, in which he did up in this record, where he was saying that like he keep bodyguards with him like Whitney, and you know, shit like that. And I myself didn't know that that was the name of Kendrick's wife before, you know, this record. So hearing that and hearing other people's responses and pointing that out, I'm like, yeah, I don't know if you want to go that route, but I mean, hey, that's what it is. So, like, Drake looking like he's coming out of business. It's like he's literally trying to like do it. And what's crazy is that Drake is just so big as far as music and everything else and what he's done with these guys that he has a lot to flaunt and a lot to floss in front of them. Talking about he giving people that they first hits, and you know, a lot of your hits that you had on the Billboard were because of me. And you know, it's like, don't get me wrong, those are mad jabs. Those are like you know, those are like chin tuckers, you know, like that's gonna like tuck somebody's shit in. But at the same time, there is ways around it. But they gonna need to come back. But the thing is, I don't really think anybody else is really caring about what such and such is saying, such and such is saying. We just really worried about the main event, which is Kendrick and Drake. What's Kendrick gonna say now? And if what was supposedly leaked is really Kendrick and not AI, and that's what he, you know, is coming out with next, hopefully that is, and hopefully there's more to it, because what he said up in there was actually pretty good. I just hope that, like, where it cuts off, there's more and it's harder than what is leaked out. But I mean, we won't know until Kendrick drops. If he drops today, we'll see it. But yeah, I really like the track. As far as like my overall thoughts just surrounding the whole thing, it's kind of like, I had this conversation with my homie today where it was like, this is go. What the heck is you waiting for? Sorry, people don't know how to drive. This is one of those positions where Drake is in a great position, but Drake is also in a position where he needs to win. So it's kind of like, he pointed out, it's 20 against 1. It's a whole bunch of, I mean, it's over exaggerating, but it's just literally a whole bunch of guys against one guy. So a lot of people calling him Thanos and everything in that case or whatnot. But I'll say it's good for Drake, because if Drake can really come into this and really just necessarily just, I ain't gonna say demolish, but come out the winner, the clear winner of going against a whole bunch of guys, that's going to solidify him. That's going to put him up there with the elites, the greats, that no matter who you throw at Drake, he's going to knock him down. And I feel like with Drake, I feel like he needs to win this. And in some way, shape, or form, this is going to redeem him for the Pusha T thing. And so that's one reason why I feel like he needs to win this. If he loses, it still kind of goes in his benefit, because he can always look at it as like, yeah, especially his fans. A lot of people gonna be like, yeah, but you had like about 1,000 dudes coming at one guy. So it's like he had his attention divided, you know. So it's gonna go out in his favor. But I feel like more so he needs to win this to solidify him as the top guy. Like his spot, even though, don't get me wrong, I don't think a lot of people are going to like take him out of the top 10 or top 3 just because, you know, he lost against like 5-6 other guys. But I feel like his spot is threatened. That if he wants to solidify that, he's going to have to win. He's going to have to do that. Like, that's just something that he's going to have to like put under his belt. But since you got a lot of these guys, on the other hand, going at him, Kendrick and, you know, Future, Metro Boomin, ASAP and all that stuff, they have to win this. Drake has to lose, because it's going to look bad if they all lose to this one man. It's all going to do that. But if they can conquer this dude, then it's going to make it to like, we band together for a reason, you know. But at the end of the day, everything boils down to Kendrick and Drake, because that's really where the title is. the title is for that #1 spot. Cole took him outside, took himself out of the running for it, out of the conversation. So now it's up to Drake and Kendrick to like literally show people who is #1, and that's really what it is. And I feel like we're in for if that's the case, if they're gonna treat it like that, we're in for a great battle. I just want to see what they have coming next, and if, like I've said before, what we've heard before, the leaked like music, the AI type of stuff that we've heard lately, if that is what's going to be the next tracks, I'm very interested to hear the whole thing. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Tried to make this as quick as possible. When Kendrick drops his when he drops his response, I am going to cover it. I'm going to give my thoughts on it. I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible as far as like me getting it out from the time that it drops and everything, and give you guys my thoughts. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for checking this out. And if you like what you've heard, go ahead and give me a like, subscribe if you're not, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this. And I will catch you guys on the next one. So peace out, stay safe, and man, let's keep it music, let's keep it going. Hip-hop is exciting again.